Now, here are your edits. If you're not seeing these edits on the side, and I'm not sure you are, you need to make sure this says all markup, okay? Because if I change this to simple markup, I get little red lines. If I change it to no markup, it looks like the normal paper. And if it looks like the original is the original. And you need to make sure that you're doing in your paper, not in here. We use the same words every single time. This, and I know that I've put that in there twice, I think once or twice now, has to be in italics. Okay? Performed. We use the same words every time. This is not about you being fancy. It's not about you being wrong by using conducted. But the idea here is just to speed up the process. I don't need you to find other words. I need you to stay within what I need you to do, and this will be over quick. The idea is to write well, write concise, and at the same moment, get it done quickly, because that's what you need to do to be effective as an online student. Get it done quickly so you can go back and look at it. I think it's our 7th or 8th, and you're super duper close, and I'm not letting you move forward until you get this. Okay, and then you're going to do it repetitiously for all the rest of them, and you're just going to bang them out. It's the same across the board. This can be used you can split this up into so many ways, but the object here is that, like I told you, I think on the phone, is that this is set up for you to be able to set it down, pick it up 2 years from now when you're late in your career here, and you're going to turn around and you're going to, I remember doing something on academic involvement, depression, and that, and you go back in your file, and there it is. Then you go back to the article, and you can dive in the article more to find more stuff. You're really close to exactly what I'm looking for, but you can break this up and do it in a paragraph. This, along with 2 other ones, you can make a great paragraph that shows about stress, depression, and academic involvement, or let's say your keyword here would be academic success. You got one that talks about stress, depression, and academic involvement. Let's say you have one just on parental involvement, blah, 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 blah. Okay? So, and if you do this the whole time when you're doing your papers, 90% of your papers will be written extremely fast. Performed. I need 2 more sentences from the introduction to the background. Remember, I think I told you before, there's got to be something about economic strain, parents' well-being, parental involvement, and academic success. There's 4 right there. You basically just told who it was on. Fantastic. Okay, but you also said that in the next paragraph. So I'm leaving that one there for now. But you need to find 2 more sentences. They could be definitions. It could be a quote. It could be a paraphrase of something that goes to that purpose statement. It could be simple as they talked about. They said that 72% of the population, Latino immigrant parents, have economic troubles. It's something that when you go back, you say, I remember something, and I can use it. Okay? You see, I split this into 2 sentences. That's the way it should always be. You want to separate things that have no meaning to each other. This does have relative inference, but I asked you to write, there were X number of participants in the study. I didn't ask for anything else. That next sentence is perfect. Okay? You also talked about it in the first chapter. See, you first, fine there. The article focused, okay? Not the authors. It's all about the article. And then this is just like the video. That's all I want. I don't need anything extra. But the funny thing is you put the extra where it wasn't needed in the factors, but you could take what you had in what you gave me here, that negatively affect children's success, depressive symptoms. You're now telling me at the end what I needed to know in the background. So use that portion and formulate it in the background, so you have 3 sentences that kind of give a good background to what it is. And other than that, you're fine. But please don't do anything else until this is perfect, because this is a template that goes to each and every one of them. If you keep adding them in there, I'm just going to keep deleting them until this says 100. And you only did 1 here. You didn't do the second one. So you got 1 more to do for this assignment, which you do the same thing. It's got to be quantitative. It's going to make your life easy. It can't be a dissertation. It can't be qualitative. It can't be a, what they call it, a meta-analysis or a review of literature. They have to be quantitative. That way you're banging them out. Once you figure this out, it should take you 20 minutes to bang this out. 30 to start, maybe 20 by the time you get to 10, 11, 12, 13, you'll be banging them out. 3 an hour. That's the whole idea. Makes you efficient. When you're studying, when you're writing a paper, I can take many parts of this. I can talk about I can use just this as a sentence, that very first introductory sentence. I can turn around and I can use any parts of these 3 and anything else I find in the article on that. And then if I want to use the whole study, I can do the introductory sentence, the number of participants, and a result, and move on. There's lots here to make your life so much easier in your academic career, but you really got to pound it out and you got to get it right, and you got to learn your APA. So you're on the right track. You're doing good. You got to get this done ASAP. It should look just like this. Everything in there is set up for you. Just fix it. Use it as a template for your second, third, fourth, all the way through the rest, and you'll be fine. Okay? All right. Thank you.